Hey, hey! Welcome to the Spitter Swall Beer Reviews, Drinkin and Thinkin. I'm Jammer. Shagdog had to leave us. He had to get back because he has to go to work. However, I do not. So, I am drinking and thinking. It's one of the most wonderful times of the year. It's Christmas time. It's the Christmas season. It's joy, peace, love, and happiness throughout the world, giving hope and faith that all things will work out. So all those who are suffering TDS, suffering diseases, true diseases, that are alone, that are unhappy right now, they feel like their life is going nowhere. For all those out there, all the lost souls that are just yearning for some kind of significance or guidance or direction in any kind of way, any of those people, just remember, it's Christmas time. There's faith, there's hope, and you just got to believe. You don't have to believe 100%. Just believe just a little bit. Size of a mustard seed, you can believe. And I guarantee you, things will work out. It may seem very bad right now, but things will work out. And it'll be okay. It'll be all right. Anyway. I wanted to pull up some stuff that I had on craft beer news. Here's a couple of things I had. U.S. brewery shuts down after 37 years, halting exports to 50 countries overnight. I mean, how pathetic is this, right? This is really something. I can't believe Rogue Ales and Spirits across had over 300 employees across Oregon. They just basically shut down out of the blue. Oh crap! What the hell happened here? They just closed down until further notice. And signs appeared and on doors across Newport and to Portland, leaving workers and patrons stunned as the state's iconic craft brewery vanished overnight. I mean, is that crazy? Rogue. Who would have thought Rogue would do that? Rogue had been around for a while, like I said, 37 years. But there's a bunch of breweries that are closing. I did a search on it, and I had sent it to... Golly. Of course, I can't find it now. But there's a lot of breweries closing across the country. Many breweries are closing due to a combination of factors, including economic challenges, shifting consumer habits, and increased competition. Rising costs from inflation and tariffs, decline in beer consumption, and difficulty sustaining the traditional brewery and tap room model are major contributors. This has led to a significant number of craft breweries shutting down, with closings outpacing openings in recent years. Is that crazy or what? So, yeah, I don't think that's good for the business. That's happening right now. Here's a list, a small list. 21st Amendment Brewery. It's closing down. Yeah. They had the eye-catching Hell or High Water watermelon at fruit flavored wheat beer. Man, they had a bunch of different ones, but they're closing down. I don't understand how Iron Hill Brewery. Now I've never had any from Iron Hill, but they're closing down. TRVE Brewing. I never had anything from them. Over Yonder Brewing, they're closing down. Assembly Brewing, they're closing down. Boundary Bay Brewery, Thimble Island Brewing Company, Black Star Co-op Pub and Brewery, Jekyll Brewing, that's in Georgia, Jekyll Island. Mankato Brewing in Minnesota. Wild Mind Ales is closing. Old Ox Brewery. Wells Spent Brewing Company. They're closing. I mean, this is. I tell you, it's crazy. Some of the big names, though, is 21st Amendment and the Rogues. We used to get a lot of their beers here in Florida. And, yeah, they're closing down. So it's not good. And a lot of this stuff, you would think they would be able to pivot, on some of it. By, what I mean by pivot. There's a lot of people going for the seltzer waters and a lot of people going for some healthy alternatives. You would think they would come up with a few healthy alternative brews, in some way. I can see where they might say this is beneath us, or this is not us. We're not going to do this. We're not going to taint our name or dilute our name by doing seltzer waters or NA beers. But it is a fact. You're either going to do it and survive, or you're not. So, the way I would look at it is, I might come up with a seltzer water or something that would be a flagship type thing that maybe would bring us in a lot of money and help keep the doors open, in order for me to follow the passionate brews that I would want to do, and push those at the same time. Or I'd come up with like a vitamin type beer. I mean, this is the crazy stuff. You need to think outside the box. I mean, beers, if done like with the Reinheitsgebot or a variation of that, can be done very healthily. That would be much more beneficial and still have alcohol in it. I mean, let's face it, Germany is one of these countries that revolves around beer. They found every way that they can to incorporate beer into their life and their daily routine. And you know what? They have shandies. They have the other one. I forget what the other one's called. But they're all a variation, including beer, into the drinks and stuff like that. And you can come up with healthier alternatives and push them and possibly sell them. In case I didn't mention, I'm drinking chocolate lava cake stout with natural flavors, 8% ABV. It comes from Aldi grocery stores, specifically brewed for them. It is a really good lava cake chocolate stout, I tell you. But that's the sad note. So now I've done away with the sad note about breweries closing and so forth. So that's the sad state of affairs right now in the world. A lot of big breweries have closed. As far as everything else goes, I really don't have much to talk about other than, Christmas time is a wonderful time of the year. Usually I'll start it off and during Thanksgiving time with watching some of maybe the Macy Days and parade and the football games. And then, of course, I have to watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I haven't done it yet. Running a little late on it this year. But I have to watch that. That kicks it off. And then I like to watch a lot of different Christmas movies and everything and do things. I did go to ICE, which is at Gaylord Palms Resort in Kissimmee. And this year was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Had some wonderful ice sculptures. If nobody's familiar with it, they use over 1 million tons or gallons of water and tons of ice to sculpt these figures, and they do a really good job at it. They make Rudolph look so real, and of course the Bumble, the and Yukon Cornelius and all the other reindeer, Santa and everything. They look just like in the animated series in the 1960s of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It was a wonderful time. You go into this, you get a jacket, or you can bring your own jacket. But if you want to go down the ice slide, you use their jacket, and you go in there, and it's 9 degrees in there, and you go in, and right off the bat, they got music playing from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and other classic carols for Christmas. And man, you just really get enveloped into the whole feeling of it's Christmas time, And it's a lot of fun. I went with family, and we went one year when they had what is that? Golly, what was that? Golly, I always forget the name of this stupid movie. Christmas Day. All right, so that was called Polar Express. They had Polar Express there. They had the big old train engine made out of ice. It was awesome. They had all the different characters in there. It was pretty cool. So, I've gone several times. I missed out on the one. I think it was... Did I go when Dr. Seuss? I can't remember. No, I don't think I went when Dr. Seuss was there. The Grinch. I wanted to go then, and a couple other times they've had different ones. Each year they choose a new theme and they do it. I really enjoy it. The kids there, they really enjoy it. You see the kids running around and seeing all this stuff, they're amazed, and then they get to go down the ice slides and stuff like that. They really love that. All these different things happening, and then of course they have hot chocolate, and they have the hot chocolate, boozy chocolate for adults, and coffee and stuff like that. And then they have crafts there and different stuff that you can buy and watch. You can see the sculptors sculpting the ice and so forth. It's an enjoyable time. You can get a discount by going on Groupon and so forth. But for the most part, if you were just to pay it, it's about $40. Now, I didn't pay $40. I got the discounted version from Groupon, which was like $20 or so. It is, when you think about it, kind of pricey, but then again, they're not rushing you through it. You can go in it and see it and stay in it as long as you want. I mean, take as many pictures as you want. It's really a nice experience, though, of seeing all these wonderful artisans creating this childhood memories, that you once had, seeing these animated versions in ice. Yeah. And of course, when we usually go, my wife, my sister, and mother, and everything, we usually will go out to dinner afterward. And we went to this wonderful Italian restaurant called Buca di Peppo in Kissimmee there. If you get a chance, drop by there. Uh, there's a waiter there called Barry. His name's Barry. He seems a little dry, a little standoffish and everything, but he's a great waiter and very informative and really nice guy. Um, their food was just fabulous. It's like a family-owned establishment. Man, and the food seems expensive. When you first look at the menu, they have these prices on it, and you think, "Oh my God!" But the first meal, first price that you see on there serves 3 to 4 people. The next price that you see on there, which is Buca Big, will serve like 5 to 7 people. So it is a like a restaurant where they bring out a big bowl of spaghetti and everybody takes their share of the spaghetti, or or chicken parmesan. Everybody takes, you know, this is the kind of stuff that they do. It's like a whole family affair on the dinner table, putting all the food out there. So you can order 2 or 3 meals or whatever and share it with everybody, or you can order your meal and eat it all yourself. It's depending on what you want to do. We opted for the 4 for 4, which was spaghetti and meatballs, and we also me and my wife, we had some spicy shrimp, and I had beef bolognese, and that was really good. And I shared that with everybody that wanted it, and they all tried it. It was really good. It's very rich, and you couldn't eat a bunch of it, but it was very rich, very flavorful, and very enjoyable. I think most people would enjoy it. But man, let me tell you, you got to try it if you're in that area. Stop in there and try it. I wanted to try their pizza. If the pizza is as good as what their regular meals are, man, I would. I'd really enjoy it. What does Christmas mean to you? Of course, it's the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ, for the Christians. And whether you believe in it or not, that's what its original meaning was for, Christmas. Granted, we don't know exactly when he was born, so they picked an arbitrary date of December 25th. I don't know the history on that. That'd be interesting to pull up. Shagdog, our local or I should say our historian here at the Spitterswell Beer Review would have dived into that. It would have been nice if he would do that and come up with exactly why they picked that date. Whether that was a pagan thing or what, I don't know. I know the Christmas tree, was based on a pagan thing and all that stuff. But it would be nice to find out that. But it symbolizes the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And to me, that's what it means, but it also means family, friends, a time to reflect from the time Thanksgiving happens into Christmas. I mean, it's like they strategically placed that. Thanksgiving, you give thanks for everything you have, everything that your good health, everything that you've been able to accomplish throughout the year, everything you have, everything you do, the ability to have a shelter, clothing, food, love, all those things. You just pay homage and pay thanks to God for all that stuff. And from that moment on, that reflective attitude, that time to really think and to realize if it wasn't for certain things, you could be a lot worse off. But for the grace of God go I. You could be living on the streets, and you could be without a job, and so just like that, you get this attitude like, "Oh, I'm so good. I do it all. I can do it all," and look down at people and everything like that. One day it's going to happen, and maybe it won't happen. Maybe it won't happen in your lifetime. Maybe not. But one day, for the majority of people, it will happen. And you'll have your comeuppance, and you will actually end up taking a dreadful fall. And you will realize that it wasn't all you. It was the people around you that helped you accomplish that. It was God blessing you and looking down at you and giving it to you and everything like that. And then you realize that it's not about you as a person and your pride and your arrogance and your everything that goes with that is your downfall if you are not careful. And it pays to be humble. It's all right to be proud in what you accomplish and do, but also you need to be thinking it's not all because of you. Anybody could have filled that role. It's like in the Roman times, they always had a slave as the emperor would ride in, after a great victory against their enemies and so forth, or accomplishment and everything. And that slave would just constantly whisper in his ear, fame is fleeting. This is fleeting. It'll disappear. It's not about you. It could be gone tomorrow. It doesn't last. So don't get a big freaking head and think it's all you when it's not. And I think if people would actually learn their history and actually try to be more humble and more thankful, they would work better with everybody. Everybody would get along a little easier and better, and people would appreciate each other a little more. That's the thing about Christmas. You're supposed to start, from Thanksgiving on. You're supposed to be thinking of more than just yourself. Doing things for others and trying to help others and everything. Anyway. So then, of course, Thanksgiving food and everything like that, going into the Christmas season, I really look forward to all the Christmas movies. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles starts it off. Going into Scrooge, It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street or something like that. All the different Christmas movies and everything. Christmas Vacation, gotta watch that with Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo and Randy Quaid and stuff. All these different movies and everything that just symbolizes Christmas in a weird, wacky way and so forth. I enjoy them. I enjoy doing that. But just being able to spend time with family and friends. I've been fortunate. When I was working years ago for this one beverage company, I had gotten to the point where I was able to take almost all of Christmas off, December off. And it was really enjoyable. Hey, I got a comment here. What's this? Hey, Tad. Awesome, man. Good to see you on. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. I hope you enjoy it. And, especially being you're retired now and all that stuff, I'm sure you get to embrace it a little more. At least I would hope so. that's what I was getting about too. Is I really like the fact whenever I've been able to take Christmas off, Thanksgiving off. Hey, all's good. Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad of that. I'm thankful for the fact that when I was able to take almost all of December off, that first I was able to, money wise. Second, just to be able to enjoy the whole season without having to be in the midst of working. I hate working during the holidays, and especially years ago when I was a kid working retail, I hated that. That was horrible. You don't get to enjoy any of the holiday when you're having to work and deal with people. People are horrible. Is that sad or what? All right. Moving on to my Tropicana from Heavy Seas Citrus IPA. I'm going to use the same glass. What the hell? Why not? This one was a good beer we did a while back video for. It was a 7.25% ABV. It's a good beer. It has nice tropical flavors with the IPA characteristics. Very enjoyable. I would really like this lava chocolate cake stout from Aldi. That was really good. Hey Ted, if you get a chance, try this one. This comes from Aldi or Aldi, the grocery store. You might still see it there. It's chocolate lava cake stout. If you like chocolate and you like stouts with a little coffee flair, you might enjoy that one. Man. This one has a nice tropical flavors. It's a little lighter. Man. And on the back, what does it say? Fruity, citrus, and it definitely is fruity. And citrusy. It's enjoyable. Oh, there we go. What does that say? Oh. Shagster had to get off because he had to get to bed so he can go to work later tonight. He goes tonight to work, and so I am on my own. And I decided to do a drink and think because I wasn't done for the day. I wanted to do that. Yeah. I'm telling you, you should try that. I mean, if you like chocolate and you like stouts, man, that has a nice flavor to it. And especially after you put it in the fridge and you let it lager in there a little while, just get really cold for a few days. Let it. I noticed that beer tastes so much better after it's been in the fridge for actually, in my opinion, a few weeks. Just sitting in that constant cold temperature. It just really tastes so much better. But I'm sure just a couple of days would do fine, And this one right here is pretty smooth. It's from Heavy Seas. I don't know if you'll be able to get it. We used to be able to get a lot of Heavy Seas down here. But this one was brought down from Maryland for me. And I haven't seen them around here, but there's no telling. Yeah, tidbits in the freezer. Yeah, I will admit, putting the beer in the freezer helps quite a bit too, because I sometimes I've had to do that before a beer review and everything, because I've had it warm, and Shagdog would say, "Hey, you got that one beer? Let's do that." What? And I'm like, "Oh, wonderful." So I have to throw it in the freezer and let it stay in there while we do another beer that I was already cold, and then go back and get it. Usually it's longer than 10 minutes because most of our videos last 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. But man, have you heard anything from Frank, the mailman, man? I used to hear from him every so often. I haven't heard from him in a while. I know supposedly Jill out there is going to retire pretty soon. from what Joe told me. Yeah. Okay, 20 works. What's 20 works? Oh, 20. Yeah, 20 minutes. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Man, I almost went oblivious on you. Almost oblivious asshole here. Went phew. Yeah. I guess that's what the beer does to you, right? Every now and then you just filter it out. It helps when you're, yeah, in the freezer. Yeah, it helps when you're dealing with your spouse. You know, you have a beer, you can just filter a lot of things out. This one has a nice citrusy type orange and a little tangerine almost, and like mango and pineapple. Different flavors like that make it real fruity and everything. Oh boy. Hey, we made some music there, Tad. I got these Christmas songs that I made on AI here. Listen to this.
It's Christmas time, the world feels right. When winter warmers keep the heart so light. Imperial stouts and porters flowing well. With every drink, there's a story to tell.
There's a story to tell.
Brown ales in hand, and when seasonals are near, we gather round as the holidays clear. Bells are ringing, children joyfully sing. In this cozy moment, oh, the joy that it brings. Oh, it's Christmas time, the magic is real. With the snow softly falling, there's a warmth we can feel. Rudolph leads the way through a starry night sky. With Santa Claus ready, oh, how the time flies. Shagdog and Jammer, we laugh and we share the joy like a hammer. Chestnuts roasting and mistletoe hung. In a world of enchantment, we dance and we've sung. Frosty the snowman with a smile on his face brings winter magic into our warm embrace. Elves busy working with gifts by the tree. It's a Christmas vacation. Come gather with me. Oh, it's Christmas time. The magic is real. With the snow softly falling, there's a warmth we can feel. Rudolph leads the way through a starry night sky. With Santa Claus ready, oh, how the time flies. Decorating the lights, seeing joy in the air. Each shimmering glow, a memory we share. Christmas Eve beer reviews, what a delight. Sampling brews in the chilly night. From browns to stouts, each with a cheer. Raise up your glass, it's that time of year. The laughter of children, so pure and so bright. Singing carols together, what a beautiful sight. As reindeer gather round, feeling the cheer. Every moment is magic, just being right here. With sexy girls dancing in festive attire, we celebrate love.
Yeah, I don't know if you like them, Tad, but that's what that's one of the songs that I did. Man. Yeah. It's Christmas time. They got a few good songs out of it. You know, AI, I think in a lot of ways is going to ruin some stuff, but it's actually going to make a lot of things possible. So we'll see. I hope I didn't lose you, Tad. Anyway, yeah, nothing really exciting going on right at the moment, but the beer, just enjoying Christmas, the Christmas season. I think most people would enjoy it if they could. If I don't participate in Black Friday. I don't go out and do that because I don't like the idea of forcing people to have to come back early from their Thanksgiving dinner. They end up going to work that night and get ready for Friday. And I don't like, people having to line up in line to go to the store in order to get one lost liter that, that's not going to be shared. There's going to be like one lost liter, this TV for $20 or something like that, crazy shit. But yeah. Oh man, what a time. Anyway, this video is going long. I'm gonna have to do another one. Or I'm gonna have to shut it down. What time is it? 1:33. I probably should shut it down. Or I could keep on drinking. It's Christmas time. Well, interesting. I like, this is probably my favorite time of the year. I like fall and I like spring. But I do like Christmas time just because everybody seems to be a little nicer. Everybody seems to be a little more thankful, more kind. And just a joy to be around. And you know what? There's things that come out, When I used to go to the mall, there's some of the great memories I remember going to the mall, go shopping at Christmas time. And let me tell you, it was fun. Because they would have things that you normally wouldn't be able to get. Or even be available, and they would have them there. Granted, I feel as though like with Amazon and all that, it's not the same. I mean, you can buy online and everything, but it's all the illusion of choice. You can buy something from Amazon. You have one brand that Fukushima, whatever like that, and then you got Ching Chow, whatever brand, and both as identical products, and both crappy identical products that you can buy. It's the illusion of choice. I'm not getting anything better. This one may cost more. This one may cost less, or whatever, vice versa. But the fact is, you don't have much of a choice. I mean, if you want this item and you want it for the best price, you pick this one. Then you find out, oh, the reviews on this one wasn't great, but this one was a little better. But it's the same damn product, made by the same damn companies. And the name brands that used to be in existence back in the day, that meant something, that meant quality, that meant everything, they're being used for everything and anything. And they just put it with any item whatsoever. And it's like, what the hell, I never saw a Kenmore vacuum cleaner. There may have been a Kenmore vacuum cleaner at one time or another. I never remember seeing it as a kid growing up. but there was a Kenmore vacuum cleaner now. You're using the Kenmore name that took years to build into a respectable, trusted name, and you're basically diluting it, making it nothing in comparison to what it was, and using it, just slap it on something. Hey, it will sell because it's a Kenmore. Yeah, it will sell maybe first few times, but eventually, once you've diluted the name and caused it to be worthless, it's just gonna, be nothing. I don't know. It's just, to me, you have the, like cars. Cars back in the 50s and 60s, you had choice. You had multiple color schemes, color choices, and so forth. You had all this different things that you could do, exterior and interior. Today, most of the cars that you look, what do you get? You get this silver car, or you get this gray car, or you get this what do they call it? I forget what they call that gray, metallic or whatever. It's another variation of silver or gray. And what is the interior? Oh, it's black. Okay, well, let me get the blue car. Oh, there's a couple of variations of blue, but what color is the interior? It's black. All right, let me look at the red. Red car, it's black. In the interior. Back in the 50s, 60s, whatever that, you could get a red car with a beige interior, or a red car with yellow interior, or a red car with a black interior, white interior. It's all just an illusion of freaking choice, and it's not even funny anymore. Most of the cars all look pretty much the same, all built on the same type of chassis and everything, depending on the brand. So, granted, I understand. You got to keep costs down and everything. So but I don't know. I don't like it. I think we've gotten less of a choice in what we can do and buy in comparison to what is available. All right, so I got Hazy Cannon, which is a hazy Indian Pale Ale. It's 7.25%, and it is with Citra hops, which is one of my favorite hops. And Hazy Cannon, part of Heavy Seas. So. Yeah, all this stuff, man, this is nice. It's got a nice piney grapefruit, wonderful flavor. You get the illusion of choice. So, I mean, you go out there, look at the cameras. If you go online right now and go to Amazon, put in a camera, you'll get all these freaking no-name brand cameras, just like a shell of it. Then you go to Canon or Fuji or Kodak. Kodak's name is completely gone down. But Canon, Minolta and all that stuff, you'll get a few that are really high-priced quality cameras. Unfortunately, they are high-priced. But then you'll have these choices with their name on it that are really kind of crappy. And you'll have the knockoffs, all the knockoffs. So you don't really have much of a choice. You either pick one of these or two of these or whatever, and you got the knockoffs. And then that's a toss of the coin because you don't even know what you're getting. It's irritating because you go shopping for anything for anybody and you have to deal with all this. Unfortunately, you go towards Amazon because you get it sooner. As soon as you order it, you have so many days and you'll get it. Most of the time, you'll get it within a week, a few days, 2 or 3 days, boom, at the most. You may get it the same day, depending on what it is. But I don't care much for Amazon thing, because I was looking at an item that I wanted to get. It said it would be delivered December 2nd. I clicked on it. I put it in my cart. I went to buy it, and all of a sudden now it's December 5th. I'm like, what do you mean? I got to wait till December 5th for it when you said December 2nd. Don't bait and switch me. I saw it said, otherwise I'll buy it from somebody else and I'll get it today, or I'll go out and buy it and get it today. And of course they say that's not false advertisement. That's dealing with the fact that, logistics of deliveries and so forth, and what's going on at that time, and things change constantly, and da-da-da-da. But why are you advertising? And the fact is, they advertised that for several hours after the fact that I clicked on it, because I went back and looked, and December 2nd, December 2nd, December 2nd. And then, all of a sudden, boom. It changes after 5-6 hours, and all of a sudden now it changes to December 5th. It just doesn't make sense. It's the old Sears Wish catalog. That was cool. You'd be able to get that Wish catalog and start looking through that and shopping for all your loved ones and friends and stuff, and be able to pick different items out of it. And stuff for yourself even, That's the crazy thing about it. I'll find stuff, I used to, especially when we used to go to the mall and stuff. I'd find stuff that I would want for myself, but nobody will ever buy it for me. They just wouldn't buy it. They think that, oh, this is what I want. When it's reality, this is what I want, and they would never buy it. And so I would end up buying more stuff for myself during the Christmas time, because that's the only time I could ever find it for myself, and instead of buying it for others. But and I don't even trust some of the stuff that you see on there anymore, whether it's the real thing or not. I think I'm going to go towards food here, okay? So, food. Olive oil. Olive oil is a perfect example. They say olive oil let me change that to honey. Honey is even better. They say most of the honey that's out there in the market isn't really 100% unadulterated honey. Well, if that's the case, why doesn't everybody get together and do a class action lawsuit on a brand and say, hey, this is not real honey. You said it was real honey, and I want money now. I want money because I didn't get the real honey. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that's one way I could do it. I could turn around and hire a lawyer to go for a class action lawsuit and just turn around and go after Sue B, or go after whatever the other name is, the Honey Bear one. And, basically, sue them for false advertisement. You're on your bottle, you say 100% honey, and it's not. Same thing with olive oil. Everybody should get together and start suing these companies, because you know what? They eventually will crack down and start making sure that they have 100% real olive oil or 100% real honey. Otherwise, they go out of business. And that's fine with me. Go out of business. If you're not going to supply the 100% real, then you need to go out of business. You're going to say it's real? You better live up to it. Back in the day, they probably could get away with it pretty easily. Back in the Godfather days. Like in the movie, back in the Godfather's days, which was the 30s, 20s, 30s, 40s. you could have that. You could adulterate that olive oil. Cut that olive oil with crappy corn oil or whatever like that, and soybean or whatever, and get away with it. You get a higher yield. I understand why they do it. I just don't understand why there hasn't been more class action lawsuits. Oh, man. Really enjoying it. I'm surprised I've lasted this long. I shouldn't have went this long. I should have cut this off and started another video. It's Christmas time. Man. I can remember as a kid all these different Christmases that I had, and I have to thank my parents for that, because they really they couldn't afford a lot, but what they did do, it was just amazing. And the thing is, the things they did, I mean, I didn't get everything I wanted, but that's okay. I learned to live with some disappointments, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to learn that you don't always get what you want, you know. Sometimes you get other things, and sometimes it's better than what you wanted, and sometimes it's not, but you get other things, you know, you do other things. That's okay. That's the journey of life. Sometimes you have a plan, a goal for your life, and it doesn't turn out just the way you thought it would turn out. A lot of times it turns out for the better. Sometimes maybe it doesn't. But, you know, I would say that most of the time it would turn out for the better. And I think that most people would enjoy it. But anyway. This Christmas Day. All right, I think I'm going to close this out with this last little bit. I really didn't go into this with a set goal of topics I wanted to. I did want to talk about the craft breweries that were closing, and granted, I did mention that, and I was just amazed that Rogue and 21st Amendment was going out of business. Maybe they'll come back, maybe they won't. I don't know. I'm just amazed that they did. It's sad, you know, because all these beers, you know, they'll never be made again. They'll never be made the way they made it again. I don't care. Look at Schlitz. Schlitz had a wonderful beer. They were number one in America for the longest time until they screwed up and tried to cheapen it. And then they cheapened it. They lost their number one spot. And Anheuser-Busch with Budweiser turned out to be the number one spot. And they took over that. And Schlitz went downhill after that and ended up going bankrupt and everything. Pabst bought the Schlitz name and everything, and from that point on they tried to revamp it and reboot it. Well, the recipe was gone. And then what happened was that they contacted the brewmasters and everybody that was involved as much as they can with the beer, brewing the beer, and then they tried to make it as much as they remembered it being, as close as they could come to it. And it was a terrific beer that they came up with that kind of came as close as they could remember that beer being. And man, that was a wonderful beer, Schlitz Gusto. And then PBR became popular and Pabst dropped it. It basically dropped Schlitz, not being so focused on it. Because they were going to go go countrywide with it and then worldwide eventually. But then they stopped once PBR became the not the yuppie, but the what you call it beer. And so PBR became that one and became popular, and so they started pushing PBR more. If I was Pabst, I would have pushed both. I would have said, let's do both. Let's make sure we push PBR and let's make sure we push Schlitz. Because either way, we win. You know what I mean? All right. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in and commenting. Tad, I hope you do well. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Everybody out there, I hope you have a great Christmas. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And a great New Year. I hope that you all really have a great New Year. Everything that you ever wished for and wanted within reason comes to pass. Be thankful, grateful, and appreciate everything, your family and friends at this time and period, because before you know it, they won't be around. Before you know it, things will change, and that one person that always made the holiday even more special won't be there. So make sure you appreciate every waking moment with the people that you love and care for. Take care. Love you guys. God bless. Jammer, Spit or Swallow Beer Review. Drinkin and Thinkin. We'll see you on the next one. Bye. What the hell?